Dark shadows crawl across the silver screen, where legends were born and nightmares never died. From Dracula's hypnotic gaze to the creature lurking in the lagoon, these monsters shape the soul of horror cinema. Their stories still echo through time, haunting, tragic, and utterly unforgettable. Number 10. Dracula. The name Dracula instantly brings chills. First seen in the 1931 film starring Bela Lugosi, this vampire became a true symbol of classic horror. His dark cape, piercing eyes, and smooth voice created a new kind of fear, elegant yet deadly. Based on Bram Stoker's 1897 novel, Dracula represents immortality, mixed with hunger for blood. The film showed that fear can hide behind beauty and charm. Lugosi's accent and haunting stare influenced how vampires are portrayed even today. Number 9. Frankenstein. Released in 1931, Frankenstein became one of the most emotional horror tales in film history, played by Boris Karloff. The monster was built from dead bodies and brought to life by lightning. But the true horror wasn't his appearance, it was his loneliness. Dr. Victor Frankenstein tried to play God, creating life without understanding its pain. The creature's blank eyes and slow steps made audiences both fear and pity him. Karloff's silent expressions added sadness beneath the terror. The movie raised deep questions about science, humanity, and moral limits. Number 8. Wolfman. The Wolfman brought animal instincts to the screen in 1941, played by Lon Chaney Jr., the cursed man, transformed into a beast during the full moon. The makeup effects were groundbreaking for their time, showing a painful change from human to wolf. The story explored guilt, fate, and fear of losing control. Unlike other monsters, the Wolfman didn't want to kill, he simply couldn't stop himself. His curse represented the struggle between civilization and wild nature. The chilling poem about the pure in to heart became one of horror's most quoted lines. Number 7. Mummy. The 1932 film The Mummy, starring Boris Karloff, brought ancient Egypt to life with mystery and terror. Karloff played Imhotep, a priest cursed for breaking sacred laws. When he awakens after thousands of years, he searches for the reincarnation of his lost love. The film's slow pacing, eerie music, and bandaged figure created an atmosphere of dread. Unlike other monsters, the mummy's horror came from silence and patience. He didn't run, he approached. The story explored love that defied death and the danger of disturbing the past. Number 6. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Released in 1954, Creature from the Black Lagoon introduced the Gill Man, a half-human, half-fish creature living deep in the Amazon. This was one of the last great Universal monsters. The film mixes science fiction with horror as scientists invade the creature's world in the name of discovery. The underwater cinematography was breathtaking, and the creature's rubber suit became a design legend. Unlike other monsters, the Gill Man was more of a misunderstood victim defending his territory. His connection with the leading lady added a touch of tragic beauty. The movie explored human greed and the fear of the unknown. Number 05. Invisible Man. The Invisible Man, released in 1933, proved that unseen things can be terrifying. Played by Claude Rains, the character was a scientist who discovers a way to become invisible but slowly loses his sanity. Covered in bandages and dark glasses, his chilling laugh became his signature. The film combined horror and science fiction, showing how curiosity can destroy a man's mind. Groundbreaking special effects made audiences believe someone invisible was truly there. Doors opening, footprints appearing, objects floating. The Invisible Man's madness showed the dark side of ambition and isolation. Number 4. Bride of Frankenstein. The 1935 film Bride of Frankenstein turned horror into emotion and artistry. Directed by James Whale, it followed the creature's longing for companionship. Elsa Lanchester played the bride, appearing for only a few minutes, but creating one of cinema's most memorable icons. Her tall, electrified hair and sharp scream made her instantly unforgettable. The movie deepened the themes of loneliness and rejection, exploring what it means to be alive yet unwanted. Unlike the original Frankenstein, this sequel added humor, emotion, and Gothic beauty. Number 3. Phantom of the Opera. Released in 1925, The Phantom of the Opera is a silent film legend starring Lon Chaney, known as the Man of a Thousand Faces. His self-applied makeup, sunken eyes, skull-like skin, and twisted mouth terrified audiences. The Phantom is a disfigured genius hiding beneath the Paris Opera House, obsessed with a beautiful singer. The story blends horror, romance, and tragedy, making viewers feel both fear and pity. Its stunning sets, shadows, and candlelit corridors created unforgettable imagery. The Phantom wasn't a monster by nature, only by appearance and heartbreak. Number 2. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from 1931 dive into the dark side of human nature. Played by Frederick March, who won an Oscar for his performance, the story follows a kind doctor who creates a potion to separate good and evil within himself. But his dark half, Mr. Hyde, takes control, turning him into a violent monster. The transformation scenes were shocking for their time, done with clever lighting and makeup tricks. This film explored duality, showing that everyone hides both light and darkness inside. It wasn't about monsters from outside, but the ones born within. Number 01. Nosferatu. Released in 1922, Nosferatu is one of the earliest and most haunting vampire films ever made. Directed by F.W. Murnau, it introduced Count Orlok, played by Max Schreck. With his long claws, bald head, and shadowy movements, Orlok terrified audiences without saying a word. This silent film used light, shadow, and eerie silence to create pure dread. Based loosely on Dracula, it became iconic for its haunting visuals and surreal atmosphere. Nosferatu showed that horror could be artistic, not just frightening. Every frame felt like a nightmare brought to life. These monsters may be ancient, but their fear still feels fresh. They taught us that horror isn't just about screams, it's about stories that never die. Which classic creature chills you the most? Drop your favorite in the comments, hit subscribe, and keep the darkness alive.